Hi guys, welcome to Cumbrian Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Today we're in the heart of Nottinghamshire, Sherwood Forest to be precise. 3 hours to get here, and today is going to be a first for the channel. We're going to delve into the paranormal. We're going ghost hunting. Sherwood Forest is renowned for being particularly haunted. There's a few of us here today, one of which is the freshly retired Adam in the Wild. Hey. How's it going, matey? Come here, give us a cuddle.
Hello.
Great to see you, mate.
How the devil are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah.
Let everyone know how you're getting on.
Really good, really good. I'm still coming out camping. Today's different, we're going ghost hunting.
We are going ghost hunting, mate. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be awesome. I've obviously got the second channel, which I'm doing, but...
Pube City.
Pube City. But as always, nothing's changed. Adam in the Wild is always there. It's always my baby. I do miss it. Stay tuned for a potential comeback.
Say no more.
Say no more. But it's great to be out with Paul, Cumbrian Lad Outdoors, and the rest of the clan here today. And this is going to be different, mate.
Yes, mate. Looking forward to it. Yeah. We've got Geordie Bear and Brandon Bear just waiting by the cars, and we're also waiting for Dan the English Woodsman and potentially his friend Keith.
He's coming.
Keith's coming?
Keith's coming, so yeah, 2 more and we should go looking for ghosts.
Yeah. So we're just going to wait for those guys to turn up, get the rucksacks on. We're going to walk deep to have a look at the major oak.
Yep.
And then we're going to go even further, find ourselves a nice little camping spot to get the tent set up. I think we're all in tents today. And then we're going to see if there's any spirits want to communicate with us.
And the English Woodsman's just arrived.
Dan's just landed, so we'll go and say hi to Dan and then we'll get into the forest. There we go, we've got the no parking on road or verges sign. We've got no parking, emergency access required. We've got signs saying use of vehicles on the land is illegal. No fires or barbecues. Don't pick the fungi. No signs for camping. So that's exactly what we're going to do. At the moment we're just walking through Sherwood Forest. We are on our way to have a look at the major oak. Everyone's here. Dan the English Woodsman, nice to have you on a camp again, mate.
I can't wait.
Here's the gang. So like I say, we're walking through Sherwood Forest towards the major oak, and already it does feel a little bit eerie. When you stop, it's really quiet. A little bit unnerving. I would definitely say so. And I must say, it's a lovely old woodland. You keep getting these little bits of open grass that we see, so it's likely that there's going to be more of that once we actually head deeper into the forest. So that looks promising for getting our tent set up. Well, that didn't take long. We're here at the major oak. Look at the size of that. It's not quite as tall as I expected, but she's a big wide tree. And you can see they've got metal lintels supporting the big heavy beams coming off it. Dan's mate Keith seems to think that this is the oldest tree in the country. I will confirm that. I'm going to have a check on the internet and I'll put it on the screen. That's an impressive oak tree. And for now the sun is beating down. It was rain most of the way here. And we are supposed to get rain again about 4 or 5 o'clock tonight, but I've got my tarp with me, so if it does rain we can all sit under that. Here we go, the major oak is estimated to be between 800 and 1100 years old. 28 metre canopy spread, wow. Obviously it's talking about the legend of Robin Hood, who was supposed to have done his thing round here. You never know, we may even get to speak to the ghost of Robin Hood. There must be an archery range around here as well. Looking at that, I would imagine it's somewhere in there as it's fenced off. Look at this must be for the events that they have going on here. It is sagged and drooped a little bit, but we've got some chairs and what have you. Ah, look at that, she's dipped a bit. But we are off season, so we can understand that. Yes, it's a lovely woodland and I think we're going to have a fantastic camp. So for now we're going to have a quick look around here and then we're going to head off the beaten track and find us a wild camping spot for the night. and do a bit of ghost hunting. Great to have a look around the major oak. Fantastic bit of history there. When we were there was plenty of people and it felt fine, but we're just following Robin Hood's way now. You see there's another really old tree there with a good branch snapped off it, and we're right in the woodland, and already it's starting to feel, I don't know, spooky is the wrong word, maybe eerie is a better word, I think. But we'll keep an open mind. I'm not necessarily a believer or disbeliever in ghosts. I have seen some things in the past that have struggled to have an explanation to me. But just because we don't know doesn't mean it's a ghost, you know what I mean? But they very well could be. And that's why we're here today, see if we can find some ghosts. A couple of apps on my phone that uses the technology inside the phones to monitor the magnetism, and uses the microphones, the very sensitive microphones, to pick up really quiet noises that humans can't hear. So that's going to be interesting. I did try it out at home, and it was coming up we'd get out of here and things like that, and I was a little bit sceptical to start with, but then it said a name. The app whispered a name, Janet. Now Richard and Janet were actually the people that I bought the house off. As far as I know, Janet is still alive. However, it could be a long-standing ghost inside the house asking for Janet. So that's one app, and another app will see figures and put a stick man on the screen that we can see the stick man obviously, but it'll put that over a figure that us humans can't see. So I'm really quite excited about what we get to hear and see. Again, walking through this forest. Look, there's almost a face there. There's almost a face, look. Mouth, nose. What a beautiful woodland to come to camp in for the night, especially with all these lads. We are now deep, and I mean deep, in Sherwood Forest. We've gone off the beaten track. You can see here there's no footpaths visible anywhere. We've come to a cluster of small trees with plenty of room to get the tents up, and the eerie feeling has definitely got stronger since we've gone off the major footpath. It's quite a unsettling feeling, if I'm being honest. Look at this, loads of room. So we are going to get the tent and the tarp set up, get ourselves made at home, and then we'll bring you back for some ghost hunting and supernatural action. What a cracking little spot this is. Lovely and quiet, which is once again adding to that eerie feeling. I don't know whether that's real or whether it's because we are here to look for ghosts and see if there's any spirits about, but there most definitely is an eerie feeling, but it is beautiful nevertheless. We've got trees all the way around us, which is giving us a little bit of respite from the wind. A couple of lads set up there, Adam's set up over there, I've got my tarp set up, we'll go and have a look in a minute. Dan the English woodsman is there, Keith his mate's over there. I'm out in Northern Light 2 again. Still my favourite tent, but it's still for sale, so I'm going to make the most of it before she goes. It is supposed to get cold tonight, so once again the usual setup: Sea Summit Etherlight XT Extreme, Eros Premium Pillar and the Leviathan, all the usual suspects in there. We're still alcohol free, so I've got 6 Heineken Zeros, my jet boil. Tactical Duck is gagging for a coffee. Oh ho, if you know, you know. In here we have got tea for tonight. My first time actually cooking my tea to have in these mylar bags rather than the dehydrated meal. So tonight we have got stir-fried pork, sweet and sour chilli with Singapore style vermicelli. And we've got the Yeti Lifesaver breakfast for morning. once again, it's a tried and tested setup for me, this. This is Keith, welcome to the channel, mate.
How we doing, guys?
We're all good, mate, we're all good. And this is the Vern 1. So that is the same as Geordie Bears, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what sleeping bag and sleeping mat we on tonight, mate?
Outdoor Vitals for the sleeping, for the bag, and Thermarest. It's Nemo.
Neo Air.
Neo Air.
Yeah. I've heard good things about the Outdoor Vital sleeping bags.
Warm, mate, very warm. Just a bit of a problem with the seat of Summit. Ultra.
Oh dear, not staying up.
Popped. I think and as daft as it sounds, I think that's popped just through being in the bag, and.
Or like getting folded.
No, just being in the actual sleeping bag.
Ah, right, maybe a feather's got it, eh?
Feather's got it, yeah. So not right sturdy, have I?
Oh well. You can always roll your down jacket up and use that, can't you? Stuff it in pocket.
What's happening tonight, mate.
Yep. And here's Dan, the English woodsman. He's in the 3FUL Taji 2, is it, Dan?
Definitely is, mate.
And it's a very similar design to the one that I'm in. So it's a exoskeleton. Yeah. His has got cross poles with a T-pole on, whereas mine's just got the one T-pole and it Y's at the side. But similar size vestibule. And well, in fact, I would.
This isn't as big as yours.
Not quite.
No,
it's still
definitely.
Quite a decent one, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not as big as yours.
I think yours is wider inside.
The tent itself.
Yeah, I think that tent's a bit wider.
I don't know. But yeah, it's not. You ain't got a wide vestibule like you have.
You
got many spiders as well.
No, I've no spiders yet, mate. We found a cracking spot, though, haven't we?
Yeah, I like it. It's decent.
How are you feeling with the ghost hunting part of things? Do you think we're going to hear anything? Are you feeling anything yet?
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wanna believe we're gonna see something, but I don't know. Fear factor in a group is a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
I watched a vet, you see, from Most Haunted.
Right.
Fear factor in a group can play down through the group.
You bounce off each other.
Everyone can get feared if 2 or 3 people are feared and they're like, yeah, they're scared for a reason. So I know that can scare other people as well.
Yeah. But there again, you've also got the group protection mentality, whereas if something goes wrong, there's more of us.
The thing is, there's 6 fellas, no one wants to act scared.
Yeah.
So you've got that as well. They don't want to be the wimp, do they?
But if it does kick off and somebody does really get scared, the proverbial's going to hit the fan, isn't it?
It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's what do you believe in paranormal? Don't you believe in paranormal? And a lot of subscribers would be backwards and forwards with it themselves.
Yes, absolutely, which is fine.
You're going to get they're going to subscribe that are going to be like, oh yeah, a bunch of wimps, and you get some saying that were really good. You're always going to get mixed, so it's hard to know how you should feel, isn't it?
Yeah. But that being said, we are gonna have a good night. So we're gonna go and see the other lads now. Then the camera will be going down for a little bit. We're gonna have a couple of beers before it gets dark.
Oh, have we?
Have we? Well, we've only set up in Haughty Woodland, boys, haven't we?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, there's Adam. You're in Helm, aren't you, mate? Helm 1 Compact.
Helm 1 Compact by. Who is it? Who's that? Wild Country.
Wild Country,
One,
which
yeah.
is part of Terra Nova.
I thought the symbol. I recognised it.
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah. So Adam's also on reduced alcohol, shall we say?
I am. I haven't had a proper absolute slogfest on the real stuff in a while.
We're both doing really well, aren't we? You're a couple of months ahead of me, aren't you?
I am, but I'm on shandy. I don't get tanked up anymore. Hangovers were killing us, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they were killing me. Hangovers are killing me. But the man himself, whose channel you're watching, you're doing brilliantly, aren't you?
2.5 months in now. And feeling better for it as well, as no doubt of you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I could handle it, I'd do it. I just can't handle it because I'm useless. Honestly, I'm like a chocolate fire guard.
But we're both feeling better, which is the most important.
100%. Cheers to all you Cumbrian Lad Outdoors subscribers. I appreciate you all watching, just like I'm talking to my channel. I appreciate you all watching. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Wild camping is the future. Have you ever been to the summit of a mountain? If you haven't, do it. All right? Okay, love you. Bye.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, Adam's got a new channel, Adam's Rotten Rooms, and he goes around reviewing hotels and basically finding loads of pubes in bathrooms and calling them Pube City, and he's shut a hotel down in Blackpool, but it's a laugh and a half. So there will be a link to Adam's new channel in the description. English Woodsman also does the same, so there'll be a link to his English Woodsman channel and the Hotel Hunter UK channel, which is his second channel. So if you fancy a good laugh, and these guys are a good laugh, they're funny as, you go and check them out. Brandon Bear is in the Nordisk Telemark 1.
He's pitched it beautifully.
And Geordie Bear's in the Nord 10 Vern 1.
Also pitched beautifully.
Pitched beautifully, which I thought was the same as Keith's, but it's not. It's the smaller, skinnier version. And as I mentioned before, we are due a little bit of rain, so I've brought my DD 4x4 tarp. So if or when it does rain, that has given us a lovely dry area to sit out in and have a chat with the boys. Right, so before all the paranormal shenanigans starts, I'm going to go and put the camera down, set my chair up with these lads and have a good catch up. The sun has gone past the horizon, so we've lost the light a little bit, and as you can tell we're under tarp because the rain has come down. I've got my tea on the jet boil, which is almost done, and like I say, normally I'd have a dehydrated meal. This is the first time I've cooked in the mylar bags for my tea. Like I say, stir fry pork, sweet and sour with chilli and vermicelli noodles. So let's see what she tastes like. And I am looking forward to this because I'm hungry. Give it a bit of stir. Oh, she's nice and warm. Great thing about these this time of year, great to warm your hands up on as well. Look at that. So we should have somewhere in here pork and chili noodles. Oh, and it's good. Proper chunks of pork in there as well. Oh. I've also made Adam one of these as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Adam thinks of them. But for now, as always, I'm going to get myself away and enjoy this, have a crack with the lads, and when I bring you back, it's going to be Ghost Cow. We are now on Ghost Tube, as you can see. We've just literally switched it on, and unfortunately this is off camera, but something has asked us why we are here. Myself, Dan and Adam, we're just going to go for a walk away from camp and see what we can hear. So I'm going to change the camera around, one so I can actually see where I'm going because I've got my light on my phone. It's over here. So we've just said, it's just said that we've just said that we're going for a walk, and it said that it's over here.
You've just said we're over here?
Yeah.
Where?
Let's go for a walk and see what we can find. It said over here, so...
What's that over there? Is that one at lads? It's 10. Yeah.
Purgatory. Somebody is in purgatory.
That to do with thingy cams?
I don't know. This is weird, man.
Wow, this is really scary.
We've got the moon over there as well, which is making it feel really creepy. We've got an alert on the magnetism popping up on the screen there. Oh,
Got what, sorry Paul, an alert?
a magnetism. The magnetism spiked and it flashed up an alert.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. We are definitely getting some kind of communication here. Leave here.
Leave here.
Leave here.
So now we're being told to leave
It
here.
says what, leave here?
Leave here.
So in the way I think, if you're hunting for ghosts and you get told to leave here, you're going to be a bit nervous.
Dan's just saying that obviously we've got to be sceptical here. This app could be programmed to say scary things and in a certain order.
I'm not doing it to say it's wrong or right.
Yeah, it could be right, it could be wrong. It's just very interesting and a bit freaky. It really is. It's inside.
So as you can see there.
It's inside.
It's inside.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Sarah?
Now it's saying names. Sarah's here.
Sarah's here. Doom. We're doomed.
Doomed.
We're doomed. Yes, some of the lads are saying the app's pre-programmed, and I can fully understand why. Some of the lads are saying, well, you know what? Could be real, and we've just had a don't leave.
Does it say don't leave?
Don't leave.
Whoa.
So what did we have? We had
Leave, Sarah, don't leave, come in here.
don't leave, Sarah, and now we've got don't leave.
But we did have leave when we was quite a little bit over that way.
Yeah, so haunted.
That's nice, yeah, the words.
Is
It's
it
all
the
the
paranormal or is it good programming?
It's all the words you don't want to
You
hear.
tell me.
Is this prescription?
Somebody remembers something.
What's it say? Somebody remembers?
I remember.
I remember.
What do you remember?
What do you remember?
Put the light on bright. There we go, we've got the light on a lot brighter now. Ooh, what was that?
What was that?
Light. Now,
Light?
yeah. Now I've just turned my light up to the full brightness, and it said, "Look, we've got a spike in magnetism with an alarm," and it's just said light.
And it was as I pointed this light towards it as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Just as I pointed towards it, it said light.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, because I have only got the free download of the Ghost Hunter app, it only lets me record a certain amount, and that has been used up. So, as Adam has just said, on Adam's Rotten Rooms, it's time to do the ghost hunting ourselves. Only what we can hear, only what we can see. And if we see anything or hear anything, we'll be sure to let you know. As you can see, that's me back in my tent. Myself and the lads, we've been sat under the tarp for a good few hours now. It's coming up 10:15, 10 to 10, something like that. And the temperature has dipped. As you can see, I'm well wrapped up. Got the down jacket on and the hat on. Had quite an interesting walk around with the ghost hunting apps. I don't know whether I'm convinced whether there was anything there or not. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you believe in the paranormal and ghosts? Do you believe that there was something there with us tonight or not? But nevertheless, we are having an awesome camp and at a cracking location deep in the heart of Sherwood Forest. So for now, it's time to get my head down and hopefully get a good night's sleep, and I'm looking forward to my breakfast in the morning. So we'll see you then. Good morning, everyone. A cracking night's sleep, just shy of 8 hours. Did wake up a couple of times and there was some strange noises. The wind was up when I went to sleep. As you can see and hear now, it's very calm. Did have some owls and there was some strange creaking going on even when the wind wasn't around, but definitely no paranormal events overnight. It's currently quite cold as well. Don't know whether the camera's picking that up, but my breath is definitely visible. My fingertips are cold since I've come out of the sleeping bag. It's definitely breakfast time. Well, everyone's starting to get up now. Everyone's kind of getting the breakfast on and everything. Got the Yeti Lifesaver all day breakfast on there. I've got my coffee made. Adam's kind of bumbling around in his tent, shouting and swearing.
I am. I'm getting here. I'm getting there.
Dan, the English woodsman's just there. He's got his breakfast on. Brandon Bear's just getting up, and I think Geordie Bear's dead. There's no sign of life from over there. And just past down there is Keith, and there's no sign of life from Keith either. Oh, morning coffee. Oh, so good. And there we go, breakfast ready. Look at that. That is just what the doctor ordered. It is still cold this morning as well. It's cold on my fingers, isn't it, Adam?
It really is, mate.
Oh. So this will do me an absolute treat. Proper Cumberland sausage. Proper egg. I can't recommend these bags enough. Proper bacon. In fact, my next fell camp, I'm not going to have any dehydrated meals. I'm going to cook the breakfast for morning, and I'm going to cook a proper evening meal in one of these. Right, I'm going to get myself away and enjoy my breakfast and morning at camp with the lads. And then unfortunately it's time for the worst part of camping, which is packing up to go home. And just like that, we're all packed up and ready to go home after a lovely camp. Not quite the experience we were expecting, I don't think. Like I've already said, you tell me whether there will ghosts here or not. That's my rucksack ready to go just there with the rubbish bag. You can see the flat area where I've had my tent, so there's nothing left behind there. Adam, Geordie Bear and Brandon Bear, they've already gone. They've got a rubbish bin with them. So it's just English Woodsman and Keith left. Keith's just packing his bag up. That is where Dan was camped. You can see the flat areas where Geordie Bear and Brandon Bear had their tent. Adam was just there, and that's where we had the tarp set up for when it was raining. So as always, and as it should be, we've left no trace behind. Thank you guys for joining us on this one. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we all have. So once again, until next time, stay safe, much love from a Cumbrian lad